भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददान्ति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपथकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सकलरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सह गणललिता शिविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरि ओम तत्सत. So welcome all the devotees for today's teachings of Lord Chaitanya class. So I'll share the screen now of Lord Chaitanya, chapter 7, unlimited forms of Godhead. Okay. According to the Vaishnava almanac, the 12 months of the year are named according to the 12 Vaikunta forms of Lord Krishna, and these forms are known as the predominating deities for the 12 months. This calendar begins with the month of Margashirsha, which is equivalent to the late November and early December. The Vaishnavas call this month Keshava. December, January is called Narayana. January, February, Madhava. February, March, Govinda. March, April, Vishnu. April, May, Sri Madhusudana. And May, June, Trivikrama. June, July is called Vamana. July, August, Sridhara. August, September, Rishikesha. September, October, Padmanabha. And October, November, Damodara. This Damodara is different from Damodara in Vrija. The name Damodara was given to Krishna when he was bound with ropes by his mother, but the Damodara form, who is the predominating deity of the month October, November, is different manifestations. So the Vaishnava months are, named after the names, different names of Lord Narayana. Okay, Vaikuntha forms of Lord Krishna. Just as the months of the year are known according to the 12 different names of the Supreme Lord, members of the Vaishnava community mark 12 parts of the body according to these names. For instance, the tilaka mark on the forehead is called Keshava, and on the stomach, chest, and arms, the other names are also given. These are the same names as those given the months. So this is corresponding to the tilaka marks that we adore. In our body. So just here it is, where it is, Keshava, Narayana, okay, Madhava, Govinda, Madhusudana, Trivikrama, like that. So all these names are not the same names we are using for marking our body with the tilakas also. Just as the months of the year are known according to the 12 different names of Supreme Lord, members of Vaishnava, yeah, that we have read, okay. Vasudeva, Shankarshana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha expand into 8 additional Vilasa Murtis. Their names are Purushottama, Achyuta, Narsimha, Janardana, Hari, Krishna, Adhokshaja, and Upendra. Adhokshaja and Purushottama are the Vilasa forms of Vasudeva. Similarly, Upendra and Achyuta are the Vilasa forms of Shankarshana. Narsimha and Janardana, the Vilasa forms of Pradyumna. Hari and Krishna, the Vilasa forms of Aniruddha. This Krishna is different from the original Krishna. So these are all detailed, not to break our head. Even if you want to, we will not remember that. But just for information.
Hare Krishna
24.
Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Sorry, Prabhu. Sorry to interrupt you, Prabhuji. What is the Bilasa form, Prabhuji?
Vilasa form, I really don't know. Maybe Vilasa means just pastime forms.
First.
Could be, yeah. That is only my speculation. I don't know the exact meaning. Maybe pastime forms, because
First.
for different pastime, for different leelas, he expand himself. Because why he expands? Because he want to enjoy. Alone, one person cannot enjoy himself,
Mm.
right? So that's why he expands. He expands as Radharani so that he gets love from Radharani. So lover and beloved. Okay. And again, that two personalities becomes one. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. So for different pastimes and to have different moods and relation, he himself expands and relate in different pastimes. So that is Vilasa form. Okay. So 24 forms, the four original Vishnu forms, the 12 Vaikuntha forms, and the 8 Vilasa Murtis mentioned above are known as Vilasa manifestation of the Prabhava, four-handed form. And they are named differently according to the position of the symbolic representation: mace, disc, lotus flower, and conch shell. So the different names are given according to the symbolic representation. That is Gada, what is that? Shankha Chakra, Gada Padma. It is placing in different hands. Like that, different names are there. 24 names it comes. If you change the placement of this Shankha Chakra, Gada Padma, you will get 24 different, permutation combination. Okay. Out of these 24, yes, it's there given. Out of these 24 Vilasa forms, some are Vaibhava forms such as Pradyumna, Trivikrama, Vamana, Hari, and Krishna, which have different features. Thus, Vasudeva, Shankarshana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha are Prabhava Vilasa forms of Krishna, and there are a total 20 further variations. All of these have Vaikuntha planets in the spiritual sky and are situated in 8 different directions. Although each of them reside eternally in the spiritual sky, some of them nonetheless appear in the material world also. Okay. So for each of them, there are different Vaikuntha planets and in 8 different directions. And some of them also appear in the same name in the material world also to support in Krishna Lila in his pastimes. Because we know that when Krishna came, there was Pradyumna, there was Aniruddha, there was Vasudeva. So all those are expansions of Lord only for helping Krishna enhance the pastimes in the material world. So in the spiritual sky, all the planets dominated by the Narayana feature are eternal. Topmost planet in the spiritual sky is called Krishna Loka, which is divided into 3 portions: Gokula, Mathura, and Dwaraka. We know that the topmost Goloka Vrindavana is Gokula, Mathura, and Dwaraka. So that is the Goloka Vrindavana, consisting of the 3 abodes. In the Mathura portion, the form of Keshav is always situated. He is represented on this earthly planet in Mathura, India, where the Keshava Murti is worshipped. Similarly, there is Purushottama form in Jagannath Puri, in Orissa. In Anandaranya, there is the form of Vishnu, and in Mayapur, the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya, there is a form of Hari. Many other forms are also situated in various places on earth. Not only in this universe, but in all other universes as well, these forms of Krishna are distributed everywhere. It is indicated that this earth is divided into 7 islands, which are 7 continents, and it is understood that on every island there are similar forms, but at the present moment these are found only in India. Although from the Vedic literature we can understand that there are similar forms in the other parts of the world, at present there is no information of their location. So Prabhupada says here, not only in this universe but in all other universe also, there are different forms of Krishna. And even on this earth planet also, but mostly it is now found only in India. Other parts of the world, the information are not available. So these forms of Krishna are distributed throughout the world and throughout the universe to give pleasure to the devotees. It is not that devotees are born only in India. There are devotees in all parts of the world, but they have simply forgotten their identity. These forms incarnate not only to give pleasure to the devotees, but to re-establish devotional service and perform other activities which vitally concern the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Some of these forms are incarnations mentioned in the scriptures, such as the Vishnu incarnation, Trivikrama incarnation, Narsimha incarnation, and Vamana incarnation. So it's just not only in India this incarnation comes, in other parts of the world. Unfortunately, this is recorded and remembered only in India. That's why India is the main place for all such spiritual incarnation. It's not that other places is not there, but it is not, I mean, it is not given in the scriptures, nor do we know about such incarnation in other part of the world other than India. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also says, Bharata Bhumi, what is the Bharata Bhumi de Haila Manushya Janma Yara. There are very, very fortunate souls who have taken birth in the Bharata Bhumi, because where most of the avatars are also descending from the spiritual planets. So in the Siddhartha Samhita, there is a description of the 24 forms of Vishnu, and these forms are named according to the position of the symbols in their 4 hands. When describing the positions of objects in the hands of the Vishnu Murtis, one should begin with the lower right hand and then move to the upper right hand, to the upper left hand, and finally to the lower left hand. Okay, so this is how the positions of the objects, that is that Shankha Chakra, Gada Padma. So how it is described. In this way, Vasudeva is represented by club, conch, shell, disc, and lotus flower. Shankarshna is represented by club, conch shell, lotus flower, and disc. Similarly, Pradyumna is represented by disc, conch shell, club, and lotus flower. Aniruddha is represented by disc, club, conch shell, and lotus flower. In the spiritual sky, the representations of Narayana are 20 in number and are described as follows. Shri Keshava, lotus, conch shell, disc and club. Narayana, conch, lotus, club and disc. Shri Madhava, club, disc, conch and lotus. Shri Govinda, disc, club, lotus and conch. Vishnumurti, club, lotus, conch and disc. Madhusudana, disc, conch, lotus and club. Trivikrama, lotus, club, disc and conch. Shri Vamana, conch, disc, club and lotus. Sridhara, lotus, disc, club and conch. Hrishikesha, club, disc, lotus and conch. Padmanabha, conch, lotus, disc and club. Damodara, lotus, disc, club and conch. Purushottama, disc, lotus, conch and club. Achyuta, club, lotus, disc and conch. Narsimha, disc, lotus, club and conch. Janardhana, lotus, disc, conch and club. Sri Hari, okay, conch, disc, lotus and club. Sri Krishna, conch, club, lotus and disc. Adokshaja, lotus, club, conch and disc. And Upendra, conch, club, disc and lotus. So there is how, in detail information. Okay, those who are interested can read again and understand. According to the Hayasirsha Pancharatra, there are 16 forms, and these are also named according to the positions of the disc and so on. The conclusion is that the Supreme Original Personality of Godhead is Krishna. He is called Leela Purushottama, and he resides principally in Vrindavana as the son of Nanda. It is also learned from the Hayasirsha Pancharatra that there are 9 forms protecting the 2 Puris, known as Mathura Puri and Dwaraka Puri. These 9 forms are Vasudeva, Shankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Narayana, Narsimha, Hayagriva, Varaha, and Brahma. These are different manifestations of the Prakasha and Vilasa forms of Lord Krishna. Lord Chaitanya next informed Sanatana Goswami that there are different forms of Swamsha as well. These are different manifestations of the Prakasha and Vilasa forms of the Lord Krishna. Okay. Lord Chaitanya next informed Sanatana Goswami that there are different forms of Swamsha as well as. And these are divided into the Shankarshana division and the Incarnation division. Shankarshana division includes the 3 Purushavataras, Karnodasai Vishnu, Garbhosai Vishnu, and Kshirosai Vishnu. And the other division comprises the Leela Avataras, such as Lord's incarnation as fish and tortoise. So these are details about the different avatars. And so Amsha means self expansion. Vibhinna Amsha, we are all in the Vibhinna Amsha. But in that also there are so many categories. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching Sanatana Goswami in detail. So there are 6 kinds of incarnation: the Purusha avatars, the Leela avatars, the Guna avatars, the Manvantara avatars, Yoga avatars, and Shakti Avesha avatars. So which we have already learned many times earlier. Out of the 6 Vilasa manifestations of Krishna, there are 2 divisions based on his age, and these are called Balya and Pauganda. So these are all 6. Yes, Parag Prabhu. Yes. So all these are Vilasa avatars, Vilasa manifestation. Purusha avatars, Leela avatars, Guna avatars, and Manvantara, Yoga avatars. Now, out of the 6 Vilasa manifestation of Krishna, there are 2 divisions based on his age. So Vilasa means, in brief, it is Swamsa, his own expansion that starts from Sankarsana, and it is for certain purpose, certain functions or Leelas, whatever it is. Okay. So this based on his age, and these are called Balya and Pauganda. As a son of Nanda Maharaja, Krishna in his original form enjoys both of these childhood aspects, namely Balya and Pauganda. We can conclude that there is no end to the expansions and incarnations of Krishna. Lord Chaitanya describes some of them to Sanatana just to give him an idea of how the Lord expands and how he enjoys. So this is only in brief only he has given. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given only, just a glimpse of the different types of avataras or expansions. Okay. So just imagine. So what will be in elaborate? So these conclusions are confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam. There it is said that there is no limit to the incarnations of the Supreme Lord, just as there is no limit to the waves of the ocean. Okay. There is no limit to the waves of the ocean. Similarly, there is no limit to the incarnation of Supreme Lord. It is said that even Balram, who is just the first expansion of Lord Krishna, cannot count the different expansions or the different pastimes that Lord Krishna, performs in this material world. It is just like a mammoth task, just like counting the sand grains on a seashore. That is possible. That is still possible, but this is not possible. So this is what it seems. So here it said, no limit to the waves of the ocean. So Krishna first incarnates as the 3 Purusha avatars, namely the Mahavishnu or Karnodasai Vishnu avatara, the Garbhosai avatara, and the Kshirosai avatara. This is confirmed in the Satvata Tantra. Krishna's energies can also be divided into 3. His energy of thinking, his energy of feeling, and his energy of acting. Okay. Thinking, willing, and doing, right? Thinking, feeling, and doing. When he exhibits his thinking energy, he is the Supreme Lord. When he exhibits his feeling energy, he is Lord Vasudeva. And when he exhibits his acting energy, he is Sankarsana, Balrama. Without the Lord's thinking, feeling, and acting, there would be no possibility of creation. So, although there is no creation in the spiritual world, as there is in the material world, both worlds are manifestation of Krishna's energy of acting, which he carries out in the form of Sankarsana Balrama. In the spiritual world, the Vaikuntha planets and Krishna Loka is situated in Krishna's energy of thinking. Okay, so it is situated in the Krishna's energy of thinking, Vaikuntha planets and Krishna Loka. Although there is no creation in the spiritual world, which is eternal, it is still to be understood that the spiritual planets depend on the thinking energy of the Supreme Lord. This thinking energy is described in the Brahma Samhita 5.2, where it is said, the supreme abode, known as Goloka, is manifested like lotus flower with hundreds of petals. Everything there is manifested by Ananta, who is a form of Balrama or Sankarsana. The material cosmic manifestation and its different universes are manifested through Maya or the material energy, but one should not think that the material energy or material nature is the cause of this cosmic manifestation. Although it is Maya who is in charge for the material creation, but she is not the ultimate in charge. She is not the cause of this material manifestation. Ultimately, it is everything is from Supreme Lord Krishna. Rather, it is caused by the Supreme Lord who uses his different expansion to act through material nature. In other words, there is no possibility of any creation without the superintendence of the Supreme Lord. The form of the Lord who causes the energy of material nature to bring about creation is Shankarshana, and it is understood that this cosmic manifestation is created when the material nature comes in contact with the superintendent energy of the Supreme Lord, Shankarshana. The example is given of iron becoming hot in contact with fire, and when red hot, acting just like fire. Without the contact of the Supreme Lord, without his energy, even the material world will not get manifested. So example is given, the fire coming in contact with the iron rod. There's been no difference between the fire and this iron rod when it comes in contact with the fire. Okay. I think I will stop here because we may require, there are two devotees to explain Bhagavad Gita slokas today, Shilpa Mataji and Sujay Gaur Chandra Prabhu. So I will stop here. Mataji,